Hello, everybody, and welcome to the College Dunia portal. Today, we have with us Ms. Shanti Dayal, the Assistant Manager of Public Health Foundation of India. Welcome to the College Dunia portal, ma'am. It's a pleasure having you. So, ma'am, we'll start off by a brief introduction of yours and your role at PHFI.
Thank you. I am Shanti Dahal and I am currently working as Assistant Manager Placements in PHFI. I have been working in PHFI since last 8 years, and as a part of my profile, I am leading on the placement initiatives across all the 5 IIPHs in India. Apart from that, I am also responsible for delivering professional skills development programs to students, which helps them to enhance their employability skills once they graduate from the institute.
So, ma'am, beginning with the interview, my first question to you would be, how do you plan to market and strategize about the placements of Public Health Foundation of India?
Yeah. So at PHFI, we are very open to ideas and suggestions, not only from the placement cell members, but also from the students. So we have placement cell across all the 5 IIPHs, which has members from the faculty, the program staff, and also the student placement representatives from each batch and each academic program. So we actively engage all the students in the entire placement process. Apart from that, we do have regular meetings with the placement cell members to understand any updates and any challenges which are being faced and how to address these challenges. And the most important thing here is that we focus on understanding the need of the students. So for that, we ensure that we have a regular interaction with the students, and also we have regular interaction and meetings with the placement cell, the student placement cell representatives. So for example, there might be some students who are looking for higher studies, or there might be some students who have specific job requirements, or those who have specific interest areas in which they would like to work. So based upon their interest areas, we guide them, we motivate them, and we engage them in identifying relevant employers in as per the interest areas. For example, there might be some students who are looking for opportunities in a particular sector, say a government sector, or there might be some students who are looking for opportunities in a particular state. For example, say Bihar, right? And we might not be having a network in that particular place of choice that the student has. In that case, definitely we encourage the students to help us identify and connect with the recruiters and the employers in that area. And apart from that, we also regularly take inputs and feedbacks and suggestions from the students to strengthen the entire placement process. Many times they also come up with innovative ideas and suggestions, which we really welcome. Of course, guest lectures and referral to colleagues on outreach programs on various social media platforms, they also play a very big role when it comes to placements.
That's very well said, ma'am. So, on that note, my next question to you would be that what do you think your roles and responsibilities towards the students and university are in order to engage the students more proactively into the placements for the institute?
Okay. So, of course, the first role here is to identify relevant opportunities for the students and seeking inputs from them in terms of their interest areas and taking the suggestions to strengthen the entire placement process. So, as I said earlier, every year when we select the student placement representatives, we engage the entire batch to identify relevant employers based upon their own interests, right? And in fact, our students are also very active on social media platforms and also professional networking websites, LinkedIn, etc. And to connect with the employers, and they also help us connect with their personal networks of potential employers. So these things, help us a lot in identifying the potential opportunities. In fact, the students also sometimes suggest us that we can invite some particular person as a guest lecturer in the institute, and these things help us build up and strengthen our placement network. And but of course, we also have a strong database of potential employers. But we also understand that every job seeker and every candidate has its own requirements when it comes to the job. And based upon these criteria, we motivate and encourage the students to contribute in the entire placement process. And students are very happy to actively engage here. The next role here is to engage with the potential employers through various employer connect events and guest lectures at the institutes. And our students also participate very actively in various public health conferences. They go to a lot of inter-institute meets and competitions. They have even won prizes. These things play a very vital role when it comes to placements, because the participation by students in these sort of events showcases their capacity, right, to the outside world. And the employers are more than willing to hire such kind of students who are active, who are participating in all these fields and conferences and the inter-institute meets also. The third and important part here is we also conduct 7 to 10 days professional skills development programs for the students. So every year at each IIPH, I deliver these programs, and these programs are focused on resume writing and developing their cover letters, writing email etiquettes, how to appear for the interviews, how to search for jobs, how to do social media branding for themselves, right? And we have received a very positive feedback from the students of all batches across all these years about these workshops, because these help them develop their employment related skills once they complete their courses. And apart from that, our internship program also plays a very important role in the entire placement process. We also have a very strong alumni network. Sometimes the alumni are the one who approach us that they want to hire from us, because now they have graduated and they have worked in the field for many years, and now they are in senior positions. And being an alumni, they also understand what kind of courses and what kind of strengths our students are possessing, right? And what kind of strengths the students has, and we are delivering the courses. So based upon that, they also approach us for hiring the candidates. Sometimes they also refer us to their personal network and professional network to connect with various employers for the hiring purpose. Yes.
So, ma'am, on that note, my next question to you is could you throw some light on the kind of internships provided by IIPH, and how could they be helpful to the students in achieving their career goals?
Yes. So when we talk about internships, we have an internship of 2 to 3 months, depending on the course requirements. So, for example, if the student is pursuing his MPH or his MHA program, they will be required to do an internship of 2 months. And if they are doing a program of PG Diploma in Public Health Management, they will be having an internship of 3 months. Based upon the course requirement, we help the students to facilitate the internship process. And students go for internship in various organizations and profiles. So there are organizations from government sector, there are organizations from NGOs, from international NGOs, CSR foundations, consulting firms, which hire our students for different profiles and roles. So sometimes the students work in profiles related to research. Sometimes they are in profiles related to program implementation, program management. They are in national health programs, quality assurance. Sometimes they are engaged in grant and proposal writing also, right? And apart from that, there are various other profiles as per the student interest. But yes, these internships play a very important role when it comes to placements, because we also take regular feedback from the employers. And I'm very happy to say that most of our internships, they convert to a final placement. The reason is that if we receive a positive feedback by the employer, and that definitely means that there is a very high possibility that the employer would like to continue the candidate, on a full-time position after the internship is over. Maybe not immediately after the internship, but maybe it might take 2 to 3 months also. But yes, usually they take the interns if they find their performance good. And we have been receiving a very positive feedback by the employers about the performance of our interns every year.
So, ma'am, in that case, how do you tend to establish a good and healthy network with the employers?
Yeah. So, networking for placements, of course, is a very continuous process, and it needs proactive efforts from everyone. Our faculty members and placement cell members at IIPHS are very active, and they play a very important role in strengthening the entire placement network. So, during each semester, the faculty, based upon the semester requirements, they invite a lot of experts from the field, public health experts, to talk to the students as guest lectures. And apart from that, we also take regular feedback from these employers regarding our alumni who are working with them. And as I said earlier about the interns also, many times these employers also visit the campus for a pre-placement talk, or if they have any requirements, they like to visit us and then brief us about the kind of openings they have. And then they talk to the students about what kind of good work the alumni and the senior people, their seniors are doing in the organization. So definitely a positive feedback ensures that the employer would like to continue hiring from us. Additionally, our students are very active in organizing the employer connect events. At IIPH Gandhinagar, we have a 3-day public health conclave in which the students are invited. The students invite a lot of public health experts with the help of faculty. As a part of this event, there is a one-day event in this public health conclave. There is one-day event of job fair, which is completely managed and organized by the students. So students are the one who identify the employers. They are the one who speak to the employers to understand what kind of hiring they will be doing, what kind of requirements they have, and then they are the one who collect the applications, and then they are the one who are also organizing the interviews of the applicants during this job fair. Of course, the applicants are the students of public health only who are visiting these job fairs, who are participating institutes during this public health conclave. This thing really helps, because this also showcases the students' management skills to the employers and communication skills also. Apart from that, if you see at IIPH Delhi, we have a one-day public health employer connect event organized by students. It is called Ignite, in which the students are the one who take an active role in deciding what the event theme, deciding the topics for panel discussion, identifying the various speakers and the panelists for the entire event, and also deciding what kind of competitions or activities will be there during the entire event. So this is a small event organized at IIPH Delhi, but yes, it also has a very positive impact on the employers because they are able to show to see what kind of skills our students have, and these things help us a lot in networking.
So, ma'am, that was one thing about the employers. Coming to the students, what do you, in your opinion, what are some of the biggest challenges you see for the placements of the students graduating from IIPH?
Okay. So I'm very happy to say that our placements have been very consistent across all these years, and since inception we have secured more than 90% placement of our students. But yes, one of the biggest challenges which I have seen during the placements is the attitude of students towards accepting jobs and opportunities without any constraints. In the initial years, which I feel is important in their career, is to gain the necessary skills required to work in the field. Right? It can be a field of public health, or it can be a field of hospital administration, or any other course which they are doing. But they should be more focused on gaining experiences and developing their skills, which will take them to the next level. And when it comes to a job, students do not wish to get a field exposure. What I have noticed is that most of the students who join this academic program, and especially in public health, So they are from medical background, and some of them are even from non-medical background also. And one of the prime reasons which they cite that they have joined this program is that they want to serve the communities. Now, the thing is that they forget that to serve the community, you have to work with the community, and public health projects are mostly going on in rural areas, in remote areas, and in the field. So they have to be able to, they have to be readily available to work at these at district levels, and also at the block levels and the grassroots levels. So the jobs in which they will be engaged, that might require traveling at different districts and blocks and working in diverse settings, and so they should be able to willing, and they should be willing to work in areas where public health projects are going on without any constraints, at least for their own sake, at least for the sake of gaining the experience and developing their skills in the initial years of their career, because these things will only help them take them to the next level. So I have been working in PHFI since last 8 years, and I have placed students in different locations like Jharkhand, Patna, Ranchi, Bihar, Hardoi, Melghat, etc., and many other small districts and block level positions also. And because these are the places where the real public health work is going on. And I have seen that students who have worked in these areas and who have worked in these districts, and in smaller districts also, I have seen that they have really grown a lot in their career. They have really developed a lot of skills because of the kind of exposure they have received. So yes, so they should be open to work in these settings actually. And the biggest challenge here is that we is sometimes we find it difficult to convince the students to be able to relocate from say Ahmedabad or Gandhinagar or Delhi to these smaller districts, because maybe they are not used to it. But yes, they should be willing to take up this challenge themselves.
So, I'm moving to the last part of the interview. I'd like to request you to give a few suggestions or advices to the current youth as well as the students aspiring to pursue public health.
Yes. So, my advice to students pursuing a career in public health would be to focus more on developing their skills without any constraints and gaining a field level experience, a grassroots level experience, especially at the initial phase of their career. They should be very clear about the kind of roles and responsibilities they will be required to handle in public health if they really aspire to be a public health professional. And many students enter this field with the mindset that the jobs are in boom in this sector. And in reality, jobs are there, but only for those who are willing and open and ready to work at diverse settings and a different kind of atmosphere and settings, etc., and who are able to multitask also. So the students, the public health aspirants, they should be willing to work anywhere in India or any other location, irrespective of the location constraint and the salary constraint, right? They should not be bothered that the job requires traveling and we cannot travel, because public health jobs will be requiring traveling. Every job requires traveling, even if you are a training professional, right? An HR professional, that might also require you to travel to different places to train. Similarly, in public health also, you will be required to travel to different places, and you should be able to accept this particular challenge. And sometimes they may have to work with at remote areas at the community level or a district level in very different challenging situations. Sometimes they might not get a job in say a very established organization. Sometimes they should be able to accept an offer with a startup firm, which is giving them more of an exposure and helping them build up their skills required for further advancement of their career. And each profile you are working, that gives you certain sort of experience, and it helps you develop certain sort of skill sets which they can encash at a later part of their career, and they can grow with this only, right? So the first initial 2 years of your career, the students should take it as an extension of their studies. And the key here should be that they should be aiming maximum, gaining maximum experience and developing their skill sets. And I have seen students that entering public health, that they do not want to step out of the office, or they can only work in urban areas and everything. Uh, of course, they can get a job like that also, but not, maybe not, in my opinion, not might be in the initial phase of their career, but might be after 2 years of their career, once they have developed the necessary skills. So initially working at the grassroots level, I'm always emphasizing this fact that initially working at the grassroots level is very, very, very important if you really want to go professionally in a public health career.
Great, ma'am. That's all from my side. On this note, I would like to conclude the interview. Thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
time. That was quite an intellectual session. Thank you for your time.